Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Kind of sounds a little bit like the conversation you just had about wanting the spotlight. This is what I said about it, and I love it. I want to see them going at it. I want to see them playing physical. I want to keep this racist crap off the court where it belongs. If some jamoke wants to talk like that, then go home. I don't want to hear it. I love this rivalry. I am here for every single second of it. Your thoughts?
First of all, it's not a rivalry. Not when you lose about 35 points.
That's true.
It's not rivalry. Indiana Fever's on a different level than Chicago Sky. Let's get that out of the way. Secondly, as much as we love Angel Reese because she is special.
Picture this. It's New Year's Eve. Angel Reese posts a photo that feels more look at me than game on. The internet explodes, and not in a good way. Stephen A. Smith goes off. The backlash floods in. And just like that, Reese's social media goes silent. And it all leads to $1 million question. Was it worth it? From WNBA rebounding leader to social media exile, Angel Reese's journey has become a cautionary tale for athletes everywhere. But don't worry, we're not just here to recap it. Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back, calling out what he saw as attention-seeking behavior and drawing a sharp contrast with the state.
She's not Caitlin Clark as a player. Caitlin Clark is on a different level. We just have to own that. Angel Reese can rebound the basketball. She's a damn good player. She's got a bright future in the WNBA, but crazy taunting opponents a couple of years back before LSU smacked Iowa around in the national championship game or so. It was Angel Reese that was clapping back at Caitlin Clark once it was Caitlin Clark's turn to have her come uppins. And that's what made Angel Reese famous. Now, Angel Reese experienced vitriol thereafter. It was tough for her to deal with, as she articulated, and that's unfortunate because we got some no-good-ass people in this world. And their definition of happiness is bringing you down to the level of misery they experience every day.
The professionalism of Caitlin Clark. What he said about Reese's desperate grab for the spotlight raised serious questions about how it could shape her future in the WNBA. Are you ready? Let's get into it. The clock was ticking toward midnight, and there was Angel Reese stepping into 2025 in a jaw-dropping dress, ready to steal the spotlight. But her fans, they weren't exactly cheering. Reese posted the video on Instagram, probably expecting to break the internet. Instead, it backfired hard. The backlash hit fast and didn't let up. We're talking comment sections brutal enough to make anyone wince. Even some of her most loyal fans were asking, what were you thinking? And when your own supporters start saying that.
And so that's unfortunate, but in the end, the WNBA is moving upwards. Both of those young ladies are going to be incredible contributors to the product and the brand. The fan base should continue to love the WNBA and support the WNBA as we all do. And racial animus exists in this world. And to a lot of white people out there, I've said this on many, many occasions. If you're not one of them no-good bastards that would do something like that, feel something like that, say something like that, nobody's talking about you. Don't personalize it and embrace it as if black folks and other folks are lumping you with them. No.
That's when you know something went wrong. So what actually set everyone off? Picture Reese in barely their New Year's outfit, posing and strutting in ways that made people do double takes. This wasn't a typical holiday look. It was designed to grab attention, and it absolutely did. As the reaction intensified, Reese's social media suddenly went quiet. Then, out of nowhere, her Instagram disappeared. Just like that, this isn't really about a dress. It's about a young athlete who may have hurt her own image. Angel Reese is 22 years old, and in the sports world, that's old enough to know better. Now everyone's wondering what comes next for her career. But before anyone can even catch their breath, Stephen A. Smith steps in with his take. And trust me, you're going to want to hear what he had to say about Reese's New Year's surprise. When Stephen A. Smith weighs in, you know it's serious. And this time, he didn't hold back on Angel Reese's New Year stunt. He went full disappointed dad mode. Let's break down his reaction.
No, we know how to isolate. We know how to look at the Susie Schuster and say she's a wonderful woman. She's straight up. She don't play. She don't tolerate no nonsense. But she's a damn good woman. She's been my friend for decades. I love her. I know her. Compared to some white woman that might be a racist, okay? Or some white man that might be a racist compared to your husband, my buddy, Rich Eisen. It's ridiculous. We know how to decipher and distinguish the difference between no good people and people who are really, really good and loving people. And as long as we continue to be that way, those folks will be on the outside looking in, wishing they were us.
That's right.
We'll continue to walk forward
because it definitely raised eyebrows. First, Smith called out what he saw as Reese's hypocrisy, pointing out that you can't complain about being objectified after putting yourself in that position. And he didn't stop there. To drive his point home, Smith compared it to Caitlin Clark, holding Clark up as an example of how to build a brand the right way. Focus on performance, professionalism, and success without controversy on or off the court. Pull any punches as he fired off his take. Talk about a slam dunk comparison. While Caitlin Clark is busy building a basketball empire, Reese is heading in a very different direction. And that's the real point of Smith's criticism. It's not just about a flashy photo. It's about priorities. Is Reese focused on being an elite athlete, an influencer, or trying to juggle both? Right now, it looks like a high-stakes identity battle, and Reese may be losing ground.
Stephen A. Smith is in some hot water. The people are really upset at him right now because
what'd he do now?
He made some comments about Jasmine Crockett and the way she expresses herself. Let's take a listen to Stephen A.'s original comments on Jasmine Crockett expressing herself.
You Jasmine Crockett or somebody like that. Ladies I respect, intelligent women, no doubt. But how a Jasmine Crockett chooses to express herself, I'm like, is that gonna help your Mr. Texas? Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? I'm just gonna go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory.
A blunt take, calling Reese desperate for attention. Any attention at all. While the sports world wants to focus on games, not headlines, that kind of spotlight isn't a good look. And this is where it turns serious. Smith warned that moments like this can follow you in the WNBA. Are teams watching? Absolutely. As he put it, when you draw attention to yourself the wrong way, it can quickly become a problem. Let's be honest. At the pro level, your reputation isn't built only on what you do on the court, but how you carry yourself off it. Right now, Reese's off-court moments are starting to overshadow her game. And that's the key takeaway from Smith. She has to decide what she wants to be known for, her performance or Instagram presence. It's a decision she needs to make quickly. Because in professional sports, yesterday's star can turn into today's cautionary tale faster than a deleted account. So what's next for Angel Reese? Will she take Smith's word seriously and lock?
Story incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work. Work is saying that's the man in power. I know what his agenda is. I'm not exactly in a position to stop him since the Republicans have the Senate and the House. But maybe if I'm willing to work with this man, I might get something out of it for my constituents. She's supposed to be there to represent the people of Texas.
Well, those were his original comments, right? So since those comments, a ton of people have spoken out against what he's saying and defending Jasmine Crockett. I saw Willie D speak out, Steven Jackson, Tamika Mallory is calling for people to turn Stephen A. Smith off and treat him and his show like the NFL. And Bakari Sellers.
Treat him in the show like the NFL?
Like not watch
Everybody
it.
watches the NFL.
She's saying she wants people to treat it like the NFL, or like we did at one point with the NFL when we talked about not watching it.
Yeah, that never happened.
And then
no, I love Tamika. That's my sister, but that never happened.
Also, as well, and Stephen A. Smith mentions this in his new response that we'll play. He has an issue with Bakari Sellers and something Bakari Sellers said about his original comments on a Native Land podcast. Let's take a listen to Bakari Sellers defending Jasmine Crockett.
On her game, or double down on chasing attention. Only time will tell. But one thing's clear, the ball is in her court now. And with that said, let's talk about the shining examples Smith used for comparison. Before we do, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We know your time matters, and we appreciate you. Now back to the action. While Angel Reese is caught up in controversy, Caitlin Clark is quietly thriving. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Clark's been busy for all the right reasons, delivering a powerful speech at a women's forum in Massachusetts, linking up with Jason and Travis Kelce on their podcast, stacking Athlete of the Year awards, and putting in serious work in the gym with new head coach Stephanie White. She's not just talking about greatness, she's putting it into action. One is managing social media fallout. The other is building momentum, different paths, different priorities. The media is eating this story up. It feels like a real-life sports movie. Clark is being praised not just for how she plays, but for how she carries herself off the court. Reese's situation? That's a very different narrative. Look at what Clark is building. Something real. She has the game, the charisma, and the intelligence to match. While the spotlight stays on Reese's drama,